On today's menu, a delicious and easy recipe you can toss up in no time. The perfect weeknight, 15-minute noodles. Lei Homa, I'm Yeung from YoungManCooking.com. Welcome to the channel where you can cook with confidence. There's definitely nothing better than an easy and delicious recipe that you can make in under 15 minutes. Bring a pot of water to boil for the noodles. Waiting for the water to boil really is the part that takes the longest, so while we wait for that, we're going to prep the veggies. Chop about 100 grams of broccolini into bite-sized pieces. Use a paper towel to brush off the dirt off the shiitake mushrooms. The thing about mushrooms is that if you soak them in water, they kind of just absorb all that moisture, and then when you go to cook it, they basically just kind of stew rather than saute. About 75 grams of shiitake mushrooms, finely chopped. Half a red onion, chopped. Chop 3 sticks of green onion into bite-sized pieces. Small piece of ginger, finely chopped. Quarter of a red bell pepper, finely sliced. I just so happen to have a little bit of leftover extra firm tofu, so I'm just gonna add this in. Of course, it's optional, and chickpeas is another really good one. Slice the 75 grams of extra firm tofu into strips. That's pretty much half the battle, so you're just gonna make a simple, delicious sauce, stir fry everything, and you're good to go. And if you love easy and delicious recipes like this, then definitely check out the Vegan Ramen Cookbook and the Cook with Confidence Cookbook. And this has most of the favorite recipes from the cooking show here on YouTube. If you'd like to take a sneak peek inside the book or order your signed copy, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check that out. Now, let's make that delicious and easy sauce. 1.5 tablespoons soy sauce. 1 teaspoon dark soy sauce, a splash of toasted sesame oil, 1 tablespoon sriracha, 1 tablespoon plant-based oyster sauce, ½ tablespoon maple syrup. Mix and set aside. Cook the noodles for half the time to package instructions, in this case, 2 minutes. Stir the noodles occasionally to prevent them from sticking. Strain out the noodles and set aside. Non-stick pan. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons avocado oil. Red and green onions. Ginger. Saute for 2 to 3 minutes. broccolini. Saute for 2 minutes. Shiitake mushrooms. Saute for another 2 minutes. Red bell pepper. Tofu. Noodles. Sauce. About 75 grams bean sprouts. Saute for another 2 to 3 minutes and it's done. Plate and serve. You can now enjoy this noodle dish any day of the week with absolute confidence. Can you believe how quick that was to put this amazing dish together? Look at that. Man, that's got a little kick to it. That delicious sauce is absorbed by these noodles. Turns out to be a pretty dry stir fry, even though that sauce looked like it was a lot of liquid. And that's because we half cooked the noodles and we finished cooking them in the saute pan, so it has time to absorb all of that amazing sauce. And the sauce just adds that really incredibly delicious, salty umami from the soy sauce, the spiciness from the sriracha, the umami from the plant-based oyster sauce, which is actually made out of shiitake mushrooms. It also helps thicken that sauce, and you have that little bit of aromatic flavor from the toasted sesame oil. The dark soy sauce is what is responsible for that beautiful, stunning caramel color. Visually, it's just beautiful. Looking at all these different colors and shapes and sizes, beautiful green, the red, the purple, and those little bit of yellow kind of teardrops almost from the bean sprouts. You get that kind of chewiness from the tofu that substantiates this dish. And you also get that chewiness from the shiitake mushrooms that also add that extra umami. And then you have that contrast in the crunchiness from the broccolini, the green onions, the bean sprouts, the red bell pepper, and the red bell pepper also adds that kind of sweetness, a little bit of acidity. The noodles are just perfectly cooked with that al dente bite, and it's just such a delightful experience to just grab a whole lot full of those noodles and the mushroom and the broccoli and the bean sprouts. That's such a satisfying experience just to eat everything all together in one bite, and you get that amazing kind of contrast in textures and flavors. Lastly, you also get that hint of almost like a cotton candy sweetness that comes from the delicious maple syrup. And that also helps thicken the sauce and brings everything together. So simple to make, yet complex in flavors, and literally took no time at all. Absolutely love when dishes are just so simple, so rustic, so easy to put together, and takes hardly any time. Turns your kitchen definitely into a restaurant. Absolutely love it. And if you love easy and delicious recipes like this, then definitely check out the Vegan Ramen Cookbook and the Cook with Confidence Cookbook. If you'd like to take a sneak peek inside the book or find out more information, order your signed copy. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can check these out. And of course, as always, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single episode. By the way, I received some inquiries on if I purchased a new pan, and this pan was a little bit of a splurge. So after some humming and hawing for quite some time, I finally did buy the pan, and I absolutely love it. After cooking, soak the pan in some hot water and give it some time for any bits stuck to the pan to loosen. Sprinkle on some baking soda and a little bit of water. Gently massage the pan with your hands, creating a paste. Wash and rinse out the pan with some warm soapy water as normal. This episode is not sponsored by Stub, maybe one day, but that's why I keep plugging the cookbooks. Dry off the pan and it'll look just as shiny as the day you bought it.